We're back.
My name's Jamie Karen. To my left this week in Order of the Man on the panel with the biggest vocabulary. It's my little brother Joe. How are you, boy?
This week, a word has snuck into my vocab and I've been using it too much.
And my right, coming in at 6 for 1 as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you, mate?
That's right. Joey started using the C word vigorously this week.
Vigorously and enthusiastically, it's been a great week.
We're chatting about vocabs off the top. Plus, I've got a Siri-ous issue that's taken place down my neck of the woods. Plus, Oh Hi Mark makes its first...
It rears its ugly head.
First debut of 2025. It is back. We're also discussing jocks. When should you wash them? How many goes is too many goes around the roundabout before you put them in the wash? Plus, we have an everyday hero who is extraordinarily generous. It's a massive ep. Let's get into it. Boys.
Brother Mingos.
How are we all? Are we all wet?
Fantastic. Absolutely hyped. Hyped for this great app.
Hell yeah, dude.
Coming in hot. Coming in hot. It's episode... Okay, this is actually a great segue. Before we get into the vocab stuff, which I know... Look, guys, I know you're dying to hear it, but just wait. Just ease up. So this is episode 228.
Yeah.
And this month is February, which famously has 28 days and is the second month
of the year.
228. You know, just getting into that Feb vibe.
That's
and
huge.
I just noticed something. So February, people give it a lot of shit for having 28 days. It's the lesser of the months.
Yeah.
But I like it because it's exactly 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So not only does it fit perfectly on
Like a
the
calendar,
calendar, but then also it's a great life hack, right? Hi, TikTok. A great life hack is, so because it's 4 weeks, say if the 3rd of February is on Monday,
Yeah.
the
10th.
3rd of March
Oh,
will be
okay,
on
yeah.
a Monday. So you could be like one of those, you know, one of those guys who knows all the days in the calendar.
Oh, but yeah, for 2
Just
months.
for March, that could be you.
That's true. Whatever it was this month. it
Until
will
Could
be
be that next month. So just keep that in mind for the next 28 days.
That's
You
chill.
could
You could be like one of
genius.
those Rain Man freaks.
Very nice. So yeah, you made mention to the month has... Okay, so the equivalent of this little pattern that you've built, so 228. So for January, it would be 131. Is that what you're saying?
3-1, yeah.
So that was nearly 100 weeks ago. To get one in March, it would be 331. Yeah?
30 days has September.
March.
March has
April,
31.
March,
March.
June, and November.
Is it, or is it May, June?
30 days have September.
Just fucking check.
April, May, or March?
Let's use your fists.
April.
30
Yeah, I never
days
got
have
that one.
September.
Wait, no.
March, June, and
It's
you
got
go
31.
November.
Just trust me. It's got 31. It has 31.
March has got 31.
Look,
March
jury's
is slumming it.
But then,
But what I'm saying is like...
is it a leap year though? We've got to say that.
No, leap year was last year.
Okay.
So it's in 103 weeks' time, right? In 103 weeks' time, that same little thing that you mentioned
Oh,
off the top
331.
will work.
Which is only
So that's in 2 years' time.
In one-
We
2
can
years
bring
in
this
one-
up
Yeah,
again.
right, yeah.
2
What
years.
the fuck will we be doing in...
Hopefully not this.
I'll be nearly 30.
2 years in 1 week.
If we're talking about this and I'm nearly 30, someone take me out with their car. Honestly.
Our window's always open. So our
For a
neighbour
plane.
can shoot
Yeah,
sniper.
let's go. Well, they're having a rough week this week.
Vocab stuff. Fire away,
Vocab stuff.
Joey.
Yeah, so this is a common thing that happens. You'll start saying a word somewhat as a joke, somewhat ironically,
Yeah.
and then it gets its way into your everyday life.
Yeah, it
And
blossoms.
that has happened with me over the past couple months.
Huge.
With the cheeky little word that we started saying a lot,
Oh.
and now it's reared its ugly head into every facet of my life.
Rearing its ugly head is the sentence that you've used more over this last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I only heard rearing its ugly head when Joe talked about Maggie Dame Smith on the radio show. And I said it among my friends like a couple weeks ago, and they died laughing.
Because it's one of those things where you only say it, it's like about it's about like prejudice or like envy.
Yeah,
It's like a bad character just rears its ugly head.
It's always, yeah, but you guys say it as though it's like a long lost friend.
Yeah.
Oh, he's-
Jono's really
Yeah, he's
ugly.
ugly, yeah.
oh, my grandpa died. Thank fuck
He
you
won't
won't
be rearing.
Exactly. It'd be scary if he did.
Rearing a head. Because it's like, who says that?
What is your word? What's
My
your new
word is, of course, none other than GIMP.
Nice.
Oh, well
GIMP
done.
has become not only a word of common use, but almost a battle cry.
I remember the time when we used GIMP on the show. Me and Jake.
You're making it sound like we had a fourth member of the show who come on board.
No,
Yeah,
but
we had GIMP here as
we
well.
referred to someone as a GIMP, and then Joe said, "Oh, like you can't say that." And then we said,
I've
"No,
come
you can."
around on it.
Yeah, even my girlfriend refers to
Pardon?
people as
As GIMP.
like someone parked on our verge today, and like we were driving home, and she was like, "Who's that parked on the verge?" And then we just paused because I didn't know, and then she was like, "Who's that GIMP parked on the verge?"
That's exactly what's happened to me.
died.
Kira's also started to say it a lot. And it'll be like, it's almost become like a thing where it's like water off a duck's back kind of thing. Like if
Water
someone,
off a GIMP's back.
yeah, if someone,
Just substituting
Say-
every word.
say
GIMP.
you're at a restaurant or whatever, and someone's being loud or causing an issue. This is just a random example, but you're like, what are those gimps doing? You just kind of like, something that would usually frustrate you. You just go, well, they're just a gimp.
See, the thing is, I have used GIMP for years, but amongst my mates, I'm the only one that says it, and I feel like I don't know if my mates know what it means or like they don't. I don't know if they think it's like meaning legend or something. But
Because
I've gotten so used to saying it that I now put extra emphasis on it, and I might as well encourage you boys to do the same. I don't just say GIMP anymore.
you say gimp stick.
Yeah, I say GIMP stick, which like
A GIMP stick must be really
So
dirty then.
I was first exposed to a gimp when I would have been in like year 9 or 10.
That's-
Whenever I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time.
right.
And of course, in the scene where they go in, Bruce Willis and the guy goes into the basement, there is the gimp, the
Yeah.
guy who lives in
Right.
the guy's basement in
Yeah, that's
the
how
gimp
most
suit.
people know.
Yeah,
what a
that's
GIMP
what
is.
you think of when you think of the gimp.
Yeah.
If you didn't know what a GIMP is, it's just a man in like a full. Oh, well, I don't really know the exact specific.
Yeah, it's
of it,
like-
but someone dressed in like a
ChatGTP up.
someone
So
dressed in a full leather suit with like chains and spikes.
Yeah, they're like not a person. They're simply a gimp.
Yeah, I just put it on ChatGPT. What does GIMP actually mean? And yeah, it just says it's a derogatory term, and that its usage is considered outdated and inappropriate today.
there you go.
But we'll keep pushing on.
You might as well. I very, very, very
call each other
recently,
gimps
I was
now.
thrown. I was watching, I think it was the cricket. I was watching like a professional broadcast of some sport very recently. And one of the commentators said, like, described someone as being a gimp. And I was like, I nearly spat out my water. I was like, what? I don't know if we can say that.
We can,
The
but he
shoe-
No,
can't.
we can't.
The gimp suit fits.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Joey. Someone just starts saying something and then it sticks around.
It does, yeah. And if you're a listener and you like haven't used GIMP, try it out this way.
Yeah. And
It's
if you want to
fun.
really push the boundaries, of course I want a gimp stick.
stick.
That's like the next iteration of it all.
Hell yeah.
Love it. Alrighty, boys. Got myself in a little bit of strife over pretty recent times, largely around
Gimps.
technology.
Oh.
I mentioned last week I had a bit of an issue with my telebone because the heat was heating it up, cooking it, and then basically making it redundant to be able to use.
Yes, a victim of the climate crisis. Jake's phone.
And now at this point, I think Siri's against me as well. So there's something in my phone at the moment that it's.
So Siri's not a person. It's not a little person.
What do you mean?
No one's in your phone.
But like the phone's shutting itself off because it doesn't want to be used, and now Siri is burning me quite liberally and quite frequently over the last little period, right? So
What's she up to?
initially, Taylor was at a mate's place, and I was driving there, and I had my phone. This is nighttime. I'm nervous. What?
Nothing.
Oh, it's just it's that guy who's
The
we
guy,
had dinner with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend.
Yeah,
Your boy.
they go to the movies and stuff. Nothing serious. They were anyway, I picked him up from Bali, so that was exciting.
Yeah.
So no, she was at
Their
a
honeymoon.
I went to pick her up from. She was with like a group of her girlfriends
Yeah,
at,
sure.
at one of their houses, right? And I went there, and it's nighttime. It's like 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
right? And she's texting, going, "All right, I'm ready to get picked up." I was like, "No worries." So I head down there, got the phone I listen to podcasts when I'm driving. Information not required, and then I've got my phone set up, right?
Yeah.
Driving. Arrive at the destination, and I say to Siri, I don't know.
And you run with a "Hey Siri."
Yeah, always. Especially when I'm driving, like it's very good. It picks it up straight away, right? And on my way there, I've said, because I don't want to just be like sitting around in the driveway for 5-10 minutes. Takes people a while to pack up and say goodbye.
They love a backup.
So about 5 minutes out, I say to Siri, "Hey Siri, tell Taylor I'm here," because that means
it's about to do it now.
Oh yeah, fantastic. And then so that traditionally will then mean it'll send a message, give her enough time to say goodbye to everyone, then be out.
I understand. Yeah, you give her a heads up. Yeah.
So I said, "Hey Taylor," "Hey Siri, text Taylor, I'm here." Right?
Yeah.
I then get to the venue. She hasn't come out. She hasn't replied to my message. So I ring.
Yeah. Is there another "Hey Siri" job?
Yeah. Nothing. And then she texts me back and she goes, "All right, I'm coming out now. No worries." And then I look at the message and I was like, "Oh, the first message didn't go through. The first message that I told Siri to send didn't send."
Oh.
So there was just no message.
Nah, nothing. And I was like, "Oh, that's weird."
But did it say?
Was it sitting
"Hi,
in
I'm
the
sending you this message." You know, like it
Yeah,
does that
it
little
came
thing.
back and was like, "Are you happy to send this message?" I was like, "Yep, no worries." So it sent it, as far as I was aware. But on the thread, hadn't sent it. Anyway, Taylor gets in the car. I didn't say anything. I was just like, because I thought it was my bad. And then drive back home, get home, brush my teeth, about to go to bed. And I check my phone and I've got a message. And I've got a message from a bloke who I used to... a woman who I used to work with, whose name is Taylor. And the message was just like, what? Because the message to her said, "Hi, I'm out the front." Like, what a weird thing to like.
She's at the scariest night of her life.
Yeah, imagine receiving a message at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night from someone you worked with years ago saying, "I'm out the front."
Oh wow.
You would have to think this has to be a mistake.
She'd met Taylor, which helped
If she knew that the name was the same.
Yes, that was a huge.
Still scary though.
This is great for your defense in court.
Yeah.
Very, very scary. Very, very nervous. And then I sent.
How crazy would it be if she was a neighbour at the destination?
She comes out and I'm just like eye to eye. I think it does say sent with Siri as well, which would have been a great out. When you do say it, it does come up with that. And then it was easy enough to explain. I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure why I sent it to you. I obviously meant my girlfriend." Then this week, only a few days later, I'm driving and the phone was so hot again. So I've quickly thrown it under the dash because, as I mentioned last week, the air conditioner's not working. It's overheating. So I've sort of just chucked it down there, right?
Yeah. And you're like, "Oh, you're so hot. You're so damn hot." And it sends to her.
I'm going to slap the shit out of you.
So I put the phone down there, no worries. And at this point in time, I was actually driving home. I was driving home from Nan's, right? And I was going to give you a call, Junior Boy to my right?
Yeah.
And in my phone, your name is saved as Junior.
Okay.
Easy?
Yep.
I don't have it up, so it's hidden. So I'm purely going based on the voice, and it's not none of the Siri like messages are coming up. I'm purely going on voice. And I literally just said, "Hey Siri, call Junior," and Siri said, "No worries, calling Jane."
Ooh, that's your
And then it started to fucking ring. Now, Jane was a CEO of the company that I worked for 6 years ago. Was not expecting.
You got to get these people out of your phone.
Was not expecting a call. The phone just starts actively ringing. Fortunately enough, I can like undo it from my car.
Imagine that, and you just go. You think it's Riley? Hey, Gimp.
Boys, excitingly, Woody have come on board
with the MacPack podcast.
With the MacPack podcast. You can jump on our link tree, which you can find in Instagram. Go to the top of our link tree.
Link in bio.
And there's a big button that says 15% off Woody.
What does that button do?
So it means you get 15% off an Woody.
Oh, it is what it says on the tin, baby.
So as we're slowly, and I mean slowly creeping into winter, imagine Friday night, you're sitting at home, you're watching the footy, and it's bloody cold.
You're watching the footy, you're wearing a
hoodie.
Oh! We could sell that to them.
I think they're pretty good. But click on that link means you save 15% and we cop a tiny little clip as well. So it's supporting us. Support us.
Support the show.
Supporting you. With Udi.
Udi, support all around.
TM.
Please don't make up lines for them.
I'm just saying words, buddy.
It could be.
I didn't say this is their slogan.
But we should have a meeting with them about that.
Yeah, we'll come in. Slogan ideas. He's writing it down.
Just grab it,
We're also recording this.
Udi, 15%. Alrighty, boys, for the first time in 2025, the game returns. The
Here we
game we
go.
know, the game we love.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It returns.
It's back.
It's back. It's oh hi, Mark. Prepare yourself.
Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. We need to guess your hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Based on some of Joe's clues. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Mark. It's a game between us. Who knows who will win? Who knows?
Who knows?
Could be me or Jake. Who knows?
The game's rules were laid out there, but it's very simple. Joe comes up with, what, 3 marks to that or 5 marks?
So it's been an array of different amount of marks, whatever I was feeling.
That's good. Nice fade out there. That was good.
But I've sort of circled through all of the great marks.
Okay. So this
So
is...
I'm bringing back some classics.
So these
And
are
this-
marks we've seen before.
This is marks we've seen before.
That's fine.
And I've got to stick with, I think this was the original, could have been the original too. The people who birthed the idea in me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark
It's-
Wahlberg.
We've
was
got
one.
a Berg off.
You're allowed to mention. You have to mention the names.
Of course.
Okay.
We've got a Berg off.
Okay. Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg
Yeah.
and the Zuck.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh,
Mark
okay.
Zuckerberg.
The birds.
Who, when
And
I
Mark-
first did this game, probably could not be more different.
Some of the other great marks we've had.
Vin Diesel.
Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, classic.
Mark from the Bible.
Mark from the Bible.
I think at one point we had Mark, which is Olivia's dad, Riley's
Yeah.
girlfriend.
My friend Mark Tiernan.
Mark Tiernan.
Oh, Mark Tiernan. He
Hope
gets a shout.
Amsterdam's going well, buddy.
And then we had
We had the football ones, which we had a breakthrough
Oh.
about Marcus.
Marcus Montepelli. We had Mark
Oh, that's
Pitternet,
cool.
and we had Mark.
we could do Mark Howard.
Oh,
write
like
that down.
Markov.
Oh, like Mark
Howard, that's a good
right.
one.
Mark
Yeah.
Howard would be good.
See, it's hard because when you
Because
Google
he just
famous
talk
marks,
about cricket though.
not that many come up.
Mark Taylor, Tubby Taylor,
Oh,
cricketer.
Not familiar.
no, me neither.
Yeah, but I've gone back
he
to
sells
the well.
Fujitsu air conditioners now.
Oh,
He always has.
there you go.
But yes, obviously when I first started, I thought, oh, Mark Wahlberg, Mark Zuckerberg, completely different guys.
Yeah.
But they've become more similar.
There you go. They both run burger joints.
Mark McGowan we've done.
Oh, we did do Mark McGowan.
the
It's,
list goes
The
on.
list
Yeah.
goes on.
it's pretty simple. So Joe brings 3 marks to the party. Who was the third one
No,
today?
we're just doing 2.
Oh, we're just
we're
doing
doing a
2.
Berg off.
Oh, we're burging. So we've got 2 marks today. Joe's got 5 different facts and quotes today.
Facts and quotes.
From the respective marks, it's up to me and Riley to guess which quote or fact matches the respective marks. That is a niche mark you've stuck us there,
Good
Riley.
to him.
Have you ever met that Mark?
I've seen him in the distance.
The mark Riley showing is one of Jake's old teachers.
Primary school friend of mine.
That's
cool.
a good one. That is a good one. All
The,
right.
the nicher it gets, the harder it,
The
the
harder
harder
it
it
is for
gets
the
for people to
listener.
listen. Go, I don't know who this 12-year-old boy is, but he sounds like he might not run Wahlburgers after all.
yeah. Did he invent Facebook?
About
He
this
was
guy.
2.
He's just a random one I found. That's a Gage Roads Frio, I think. Or maybe it's just another brewery. Who knows?
Who knows?
What's
Well,
on?
How are we playing this? How are we guessing our names as buzzers? Or are we writing
Names
it
as
down or
buzzers.
what? First in, best dressed.
yeah, fuck it. Let's do it
Okay.
that way. Okay.
The rules of
Who
as
cares?
fluid.
I'll
as
write it
anything.
down because it's 50-50.
What do you want us to do? Because if we're writing down,
Yeah,
it'd be handy to
write
have
down.
a pen.
Yeah, write it down. Write it down.
Okay,
Write
cool.
it down.
Let's
Write it
do
down. All right. The first one is a quote.
Okay, we're going to hear something. No, not
No,
you're
because
gonna
then
give it to
it'll
us.
be, do you know their voices? Which is
Okay.
a different game. Which is a different, potentially great game. All right, the first quote. MMA is like the perfect thing. Because if you stop paying attention for 1 second, you're going to end up on the bottom. Who said that? MMA is like the perfect thing. Because if you stop paying attention for 1 second, you're going to end up on the bottom.
That's huge.
You don't want to end up on the bottom.
Okay, I'm locked in.
All right, locked in. Let's hear our guesses.
I've gone with Wahlberg.
I've gone with Zuck because I think Zuck does the MMA fighting.
Zuck does jiu-jitsu, but I feel like Joe's thrown a spanner in the works here.
Let's
Classic
have a listen.
Joey.
MMA is like the perfect thing because it's like if you don't,
That's
like,
Zucking.
you stop paying attention for 1 second, you're gonna end up on the bottom.
Not very well spoken for such a genius, is he?
No, he's not.
You say genius. He just ran Facebook. Like he didn't.
He invented.
We'll get into the politics of Mark Zuckerberg on a later segment.
Okay,
Jake
1-0. 1-0.
Now we've got a little bit of a trivia, so this one's not a quote. Both have had movies made about their lives.
Yep.
Which movie? So the movies are The Social Network
An Entourage.
and the Entourage movie.
Yeah.
And Daddy's Home too.
And Daddy's Home too. Which movie made the most money? The Social Network or the
Wow.
Entourage movie? Bit more information. Social Network came out in 2010. Entourage movie came out in 2015. Figures will not be adjusted for inflation.
Yeah, okay, I'm locked in. Junior, were you locked in?
Yep.
All right.
I think we're going to be split again. I think we're going to be different. I'm a bit more of a fanboy of Entourage, so I've locked in Entourage.
We are on SN, the Social Network.
The Social Network, which was an Academy-nominated film, made $225 million.
225?
The Entourage movie made 49.
49.
Obviously coming off as
Shit, not good.
a TV movie compared
Shame.
to one of potentially the greatest movies ever made.
100%. It's
So
actually
it came in a little under the money.
I
Grim.
actually liked Zuck after I watched that film.
Not many did. I
Not
don't
many
think.
did. I
Yeah.
think that was
Jesse
the point.
Eisenberg, I really like him.
But yeah, he's good. He's a different guy though.
That's
That's an Eisenberg.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just call him Eisenberg.
That's
That's different again. That's yeah.
All right. So it's 1-8.
Cool.
Heading on to the next quote.
We've got
Who
a quote
said
again.
this? Oh, I love Glee. I love Glee.
Go again?
Oh, I love Glee. I love Glee. Who said that? Mark Wahlberg or Mark Zuckerberg? Oh, I love Glee. I love Glee.
An American classic.
Of course.
Okay, I'm locked in. Junior, were you locked in?
Yep.
Who you going?
Wall.
Jake?
I've gone Zuck. This is
Oh,
funny.
I love that you're doing different ones. So
Swit them every single time.
Riley said Wahlberg.
Yeah. Oh, I love Glee. I think.
Can you say that again very clearly at the camera?
I love Glee.
He loves Glee.
He sounded fucked. Listen to that again.
Oh, love Glee. I think.
Can you say that again very clearly at the camera?
I love Glee.
So
Now,
this
can
was
you just
after-
quickly blow into this while you're at it? Is that?
So that was after they used his song "Good Vibrations"
Oh,
in Glee.
right.
So potentially
okay.
contractually obligated.
Yeah, fair enough. He got
On
paid
to
to
another
say it.
trivia question.
2 to 1.
2
at
to
the
1.
moment.
Junior Boy leads.
This is for the win.
This is a who is taller.
Oh, great question.
And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. One of them is 171 centimeters. The other one is 173.
oh, wow. So
shit.
we are...
Who has taller energy?
Okay.
They're both short. That's tiny.
That's tiny.
That is
Yeah,
it's like 5'9".
It's like a gimp height.
I didn't think yeah, it's definitely GIMP level.
Yes.
Damn,
Yeah.
I didn't think my
171.
king, my legend,
Wahlberg.
Zuck, would be a little short
I
king.
didn't think the future emperor of the metaverse. That's his metaverse character is probably a little bit.
I have
taller.
locked in my answer. Junior Boy, have you locked in yours?
Yeah, locked in.
Go. What have you gone?
The Zuck.
I have gone the Wahlberg. So for the fourth time, we have split the options.
Wahlberg's tiny. in
Wahlberg
movies.
is 173.
Bang!
The tall king takes it.
I've only gone based on that because there is a iconic image with The Rock, Mark Wahlberg, Shaquille O'Neal, and Charles Barkley all standing together.
Yeah.
If you think we'll get this, I'll get you the photo. You can put it up on YouTube. I'll share it on Friday. If you think Mark Wahlberg and The Rock are like big, strong units, next to Shaquille O'Neal's and Charles Barkley, they look like gimps.
Yeah, I've seen that photo.
They look
he
like
looks like
the
a
world's-
toy.
They look like Make-A-Wish kids.
The
Like they
Rock
look
is
so
tiny.
little. They look like young little primary school kids.
Now I know why The Rock still pumps iron as much as he does.
Like look at him. Mark Wahlberg literally looks like he might blow over.
That's crazy, eh?
We'll put it up on.
And like in every TV commercial he's ever been in, you'd be like, this guy is huge.
He's a
No
tiny
shit.
little
Like
dude.
he wouldn't even be able to hold Shaquille's testicles. I don't reckon. Number 5.
Number 5.
We're finishing on a quote.
And
We're finishing on a quote, and it's currently tied, and I don't have a tiebreaker.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to go first in best dressed. This is a buzzer beater.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Easy enough, Junior Boy?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. We're yet to...
It's a buzzer beater, but the stakes are high because if you get it wrong,
yeah, it's over.
you're done.
But also, second to that, we're yet to go the same person
Yeah.
through 4.
so
So
I
would
don't
you
think it's ever happened.
would you say analytically, like the chances of that?
Are still 50-50.
Yeah, but realistically, we're bound to get one. So it's like
Yeah, this you think you'd.
the laws of averages would mean that we get like 98% likely to go the same one here. Here we go.
Okay.
Still 50-50.
I would say he spends more time in the gym, but I'm more efficient with my time in the gym.
Zuck.
Okay,
Zuck
which
seems
means
like an
which means
efficient
I'm going
operator.
Wahlberg. Don't announce it. We're going straight to the board.
Yep.
Riley's gone with Zuck. I've gone with Wahlberg. Is that correct?
That's right.
Dwayne, I would say he spends more time in the gym,
Ladies and gents.
but I'm more efficient with my time in the
And
gym.
he was talking about none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
oh,
just
there
mentioned.
you go. Was that Mac that could have even been part of that interview?
Yeah, it really was.
That's anything.
Damn.
The equivalent of that, Riley, is that you were winning the marathon and then you accidentally shot yourself in the foot on the line and I walked past.
Zuck.
Well,
Zuck
you
is
have said Wahlberg anyway.
I have no idea. That's why I didn't
Because
say
the
anything.
efficient thing, like I picked it because it was like it
I
sounds
probably
like
would have said Zach.
sounds like a thing
I would have said
a
Zach,
nerd
yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually more efficient. Shut up.
Great game, Joey boy. Alrighty, Junior Boy, we like to tackle the big topics here, and there's no topic bigger than the topic that takes place below the belt.
Biggest topic we've covered.
That's exactly right, boys. I want to know how often. I want to know how many.
Times it takes to say the bit.
You know, the other day, when I was doing the editing, right, I noticed there was a few extra clips in the like video file.
What does he sit here
And I
once we
was
go
like-
home?
I was
Does he sit? I go home. He comes back later
this
on.
was a different day. But I like dragged it across. I was like, what is this extra like two like small ones at the back? And it's him going down and going, I forget what the video was.
Sushi train one.
He's like, the craziest thing happened at the sushi train.
At some point,
And then you like pause. The craziest thing. And then you're like, I think that was it.
That's the one.
one day you're gonna find shit on the file, and he's gonna be having a conversation there, and then he'll get up and sit
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and he'll be having a conversation with the same guy.
He
Then
finally-
he'll sit where you sit,
Yeah.
and then it'll just be 3 versions of him.
Yeah, he finally gets the dream of having a TikTok video just him.
No, I was.
Or even he comes in, I'll say, or you, one of us says a good line,
and
and then he'll come back and say it.
He'll edit it out, clip himself up.
I was editing the video and I realized I didn't have a good hook. So
Right.
I needed to come in and just get a clean line at the start.
Yeah,
Because
it's just so-
there was like no context of why I was talking about being yelled at a sushi train. I did it for the people. And we're about to do it now, so I don't have to come back later.
So when you came back, did you do the accent as
Yeah,
well?
like put the same shirt on.
No, but
put
I
the
mean,
same
did you?
hat on.
Because like when
Oh,
you,
the accent.
yeah, because you were pretty rude when you did the accent. Did you make sure you redid the accent as you did then?
Nah, clean, no.
Okay, fair enough.
That's right. Boys, I'm asking the question here. How many times can you wear your underwear before washing them?
Great question. Any
How many times I
answers?
shat myself.
That's exactly
How
right.
many
Well,
times can you wear them?
I mean, personally, I'm going the one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do everything one and done. Mum's telling me that you've got like a towel that you do one and done quite frequently. You don't sleep in the same shirt. Like you don't wear the same shirt twice in a week, would you?
No.
But the underwear, he's correct about.
But then everything you do is one and done.
Not everything. Most people have face towels in which they'd use once.
Do you have a face towel?
No.
I don't have a face towel.
Yeah, but boys, you didn't have to go through the rigors of Roaccutane.
I did.
Joey did. But Joey's gung-ho as shit.
I do my moisturizer.
Joey hasn't washed anything in months.
I haven't. Yeah. No, underwear, you wear it once.
Okay.
What about you?
If you
Joe?
ever need to take your underwear off for any reason,
They're
Don't
going
put
in
'em
the
back
wash.
on.
Yeah,
Don't put
you're
'em
not
back
putting them back on.
Really?
No.
I'm a boxers guy.
yeah.
You know that? I
That
think
doesn't mean
it's a bit loosey-goosey down there.
That is true. It kind of acts as an outerwear.
So if you were, let's say you didn't wear underwear, you were going completely gun-ho, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You were just free balling
Yeah.
it. and you were wearing, let's say, shorts. Once you took those shorts off, would you wash them? You're the wrong person to ask because you wash everything. Would you then wash the shorts?
It's hard to say. I don't know if I'd ever just go quote gung ho on them.
Yeah, I would never go commando and
Gung
leave.
ho. It's not comfortable.
I did it the other night. We were at a mate's place, and
Yeah, after we finished up.
once you get out of the sweaty gimp suit, you've only got a few items to put
So
on.
you went to your mate's house?
No. I went with
In commando.
No, I went with my boxers on underneath, right?
You came
And
home
why
without
were
them.
why were they ever off?
No, they were on. No, they were on at this point, right? And then
Yeah,
we were playing pool, and I was like, I'm pretty warm. I'm gonna jump in the pool. And so I bought another pair of shorts. So I put the shorts on over the top,
Oh, okay.
and then
Yeah.
so now I jumped in the pool. I've obviously got wet boxers, and then I've got wet shorts.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
see, I don't
but I
understand
bought
your
s-
decision to.
Wear the boxes.
Oh, I'm going to wear the boxes in the pool.
But
I wouldn't want to
then-
be in the pool with no underwear.
Well, because it's
Now I'm going to have this wet pair of
yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I didn't mind it because then I got out of the pool.
swimming in boxes.
Got out of the pool. I know people who
insane.
hilariously, let's say they swim in jocks, then they get out of the pool, they put their dry pants on, but they've still got their wet jocks on.
Yeah.
And there's just like a nice little triangle
Yeah.
imprint going on. You're like, what was the plan? Like, if this went well, what was that meant to look like?
Yeah.
So wait, when do you wash your boxes?
I reckon I'd wear them at least twice.
At least.
least
Like that's
twice.
like minimum. So you could wear them more.
Yeah, probably, mate. Should I do it? Should I do a
So
week?
you wear.
For
I'll
yourself.
do a week and then I'll sit next to you and see if you can tell.
That's insane.
Wait, so
what about when
what's-
it's like? What about like now? It's like so hot.
But often I don't like. So I'll swim with them. This is the issue with me. So they might not be getting
That's
like a
not a
proper-
wash.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know.
good.
they're probably not getting a wash. They're probably getting like a soak.
Why do you feel the need to wear boxes in the pool?
I just always wear boxers.
Yeah, but like what's
But
the
it's
point
like
of a
wearing
boxer
two
in the
pairs of
pool?
bathers. It's
Two pairs
Make-
of shorts.
makes
Often-
no sense.
Quite often the boxers are longer than the shorts I'm wearing. They'll hang out
Swim
the
in the
top.
boxes, yeah.
Yeah, the
I'm
whole
not
boxer
sure.
thing
Boxes.
creeps me out.
I've currently got a pair of boxers. This might be sharing too much, but the there's a button on the boxes that keeps the old package in line. Some of the pairs of boxers I own, the button's ripped off. So like it is a bit like sometimes I'm falling out. Like quite often, if you look past one layer of sheath, right, it would be so it's shorts and then it's my whole junk and then and then the boxers are sort of protecting like my thighs. And that's about
Keeping
it.
you modest.
Yeah, but like if I took my shorts off, there's no reason for me to be wearing the
So you
boxers
never
because you
wear-
can see literally beef balls.
You never wear like, what are they called?
Boxer briefs.
Nah.
What about with like jeans and
What
stuff?
about like sport? Like when like you play like we go for a run.
Yeah.
It's just like against your legs. Well, I like to have my gentlemen strapped in for
yeah.
the ride.
Yeah.
I don't want them getting.
Don't worry, boys, you're good.
And if I did go like gung ho for a run, I wouldn't be able to walk for the next week. It'd be agony.
Nah, the boys are they build
They're
up
used to it.
they build up a bit of fucking resistance.
They're jacked. Got muscle around them.
Can you not flex your testes?
That's crazy.
All right, let's get back to the
Anyway,
the question at hand.
If you were wearing boxer briefs or
Yeah.
just like lady,
let's say two. Let's say twice. Twice is I'd be fine with twice.
that's still hectic though. I reckon.
You're the wrong person to be like laying judgment.
Apparently, 90% of people change their underwear daily.
Our poll said 75% of people were changing it after one wear.
Okay, we'll correct the even. Apparently, 80% of people change their underwear daily. 10 to 15 say they'll wear them multiple times, and then around 3 to 5% say they wear them 4 days or more.
How many percent of them?
3 to 5% of people.
Okay,
But
yeah,
I-
that
the-
checks out with our poll.
And the thing I
I
understand.
need to see who's on the more list.
I
And
won't shout
block them.
him out, but he's a good mate of yours.
We
Yeah.
all know who he is.
But nevertheless, that's crazy.
I understand with like a shirt, you might not want to watch a shirt. You might want to limit the amount of people washing a shirt because it can like damage the
Yeah.
quality of the shirt. But like if you're like that tight on your boxes,
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Like, you could have 40, and it doesn't matter what pair you're wearing.
The issue for I have so many pairs of boxes. There are boxes that I haven't worn before, that I have at
Yeah,
home. I should.
and there are ones I've never taken off.
Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero.
We're at the big rock concert last night.
We were.
right.
Them
Them
big
big
lizards.
lizards.
We went down to the Mosman Park Bowls Club to cheer on them big lizards.
Them big lizards. Their finale. I reckon the third finale set I've seen them do.
It's a local. Them big lizards are a local cover band. That we have relations to the drummer. We know the
do.
drummer.
Yes.
We know one of
We're
the
with
band
the
members.
band.
That's it.
And they've been mentioned on the pod before
They
on
have.
an EDH. That's
That's
right, an
right.
everyday hero.
Yeah, if you're looking for a EDH. By the way, just quickly, Chalk Panther got in contact with
Oh,
me
yeah.
during the week and made reference to the hotspot on South Street.
Oh,
Reckons
yes.
they have erected a bench there.
Oh!
And then asked me if I had something to do with it so that I could sit there, take notes, and bring an EDH to the table.
we haven't
There'll
had
be a
South-
statue of you there one day.
Yeah, just with a crown, looking to crown
Yeah, it's you
people.
sitting there, and then in the seat next to it, it's like the statue of a cape.
Yeah.
So if you could sit down and be the hero.
Yeah.
We haven't had a
exactly right.
South Street hero in too long.
So the only other place that we've seen multiple heroes arrive at is the Mosman Park
Aussie
Bowls
Bowl.
Club.
That's right. That's where they
There are
erect.
a few hot spots
Yeah.
across WA, and we've
The
found
heroes
them.
erect themselves. And so the band are taken to the stage, and they were rocking on.
They bring such good energy.
Yeah,
Bring heaps.
That's it.
They bring apes.
They bring heaps.
It's like the kind of party where like no one's on the dance floor at all, and then them big lizards start, and within 30 seconds of the
Everyone.
first track, everyone's there.
How
And it's like a
quickly-
bunch of like, you know, us. Well, we're by far like the youngest there, and then like just like heaps of like old geezers just partying on.
Well, there
Oh,
was a group
yeah.
of blow-ins
yes.
that came through,
And they would have
would've
been like 18.
yeah.
Yeah, less probably.
Well, they were all drinking beer, so I hope they were
Yeah.
18.
No.
They were like young, and at first I was like, "Oh, are these like related
Yeah.
to someone else?" It didn't seem to be.
They were in and they were out within about half an hour.
Yeah, and
But
but they
they
were
fucking
up
loved
the
it.
front. Yeah, just absolutely getting loose
They
to
were.
these
They
big
were.
lizards.
And the lizards were loving it. They were like, shit, new fans on the final night? Like,
Yeah.
what are the
Yeah.
chances?
That's it.
But there was a moment that happened, sort of first sort of quarter of the set,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to do with the lead singer
That's right.
and his precious jug.
Because he had. That's right. You know it's a good night when Jake was saying this, when the lead singer's got microphone in one hand and jug in the other.
Jug of beer.
He was
Just
drinking
read it.
basically straight out the jug, and he had a pint that went along with it on the floor next to his mic stand.
And that was
like,
just for show.
just constant top ups, like non-stop. But then his assumed to be
Yeah, we're not sure who
We
she
don't know who
was.
this was. Could have been the
Part-
band's manager. It could have been.
yeah.
Queen of the roadie group.
Yeah, but she was against the whole frontman having fun. And she like literally stormed the stage multiple times and took the jug off
Took
him.
the jug.
In good
yeah.
spirit, I must admit.
Because
Like,
that
she
guy's
wasn't-
he's been in recovery for 6 years.
She was doing it out of jest. I think she was sort of playing along. I don't know.
But then eventually he was like,
That'll do.
yeah, cut it out. Like,
Yeah.
I'll take the jug.
But as this was going on,
the boys.
it's when the opportunity for a heroic act
Yeah.
reared its head.
Because his beers got stolen. So one of our boys on the dance floor decided, well, we've got to get him another beer now that his beer's gone.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
But
so-
a band isn't just a front man.
no, of course not.
A band is everyone in the band.
That's right. There's
in
five
this case,
people in
5
this band.
guys.
So
There was one guy actually who went over and got a jug himself.
Yep.
He was like a runner-up hero in this situation.
Yeah. In any other day,
He was it.
we'd be bowing down.
It's the equivalent of Usain Bolt getting a record, which is fantastic, but he actually came second place.
Yeah.
He got the world record and lost.
You hate to see
This
it.
bloke bought himself a jug, walked over to the stage, and then poured a part of his jug
A top up.
into the lead singer's jug. We're not even sure if it was the same brand of beer.
probably
Like, it could have been a bit. It could have
was a
been
blend.
vastly different.
We had a blend.
lager and a pale.
and at that
ale.
point, I think we all looked at each other and went, "That was a heroic act."
That was it. But then someone else reared their ugly head.
That's right.
Are we saying their names?
I think we don't usually,
But
I think this individual, knowing him as we do,
first name, last
Yeah,
name.
I met
just
him
a
for the
just a
time
first
last
name.
night.
Let's do a first name. First name
The man of the hour.
was none other than.
Eric. I only met him yesterday.
The
Is
name.
that the first time you've ever met that man?
Yeah, I'd never seen that guy before in my life.
Lucky you.
My God.
Second time I've seen him, and
But I
second
spotted
best.
him doing the heroic act. So the other guy, lovely guy, poured the beer into the jug.
Yep.
A passing of the jug.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really nice. And then the big moment happened. From around the curtain,
Yes.
Eric appeared
As most heroes.
with not one
can.
but 2 beers.
Yeah,
And he
pints.
left them on.
Yeah, pints of beer.
On a
puts
speaker.
them on the speaker.
Yeah.
Not
Gave-
sure if that's safe.
Mid-song, gave all the band like a bit of a knowing look, like, boys, these are for
These
you.
are happening.
I'm putting them on the speaker.
Yeah.
And I don't know, there must have been a force field around those beers because the same woman that came to attack
Yeah.
the jug was nowhere to be seen when the pints were
And he
when the
peeks-
pints were placed.
But he disappears behind the curtain. I was like, oh, that's so nice. He gave the lead singer a beer or two. But then he appears again with 2 more beers. He
loves
loves them
that.
on there and returns yet again.
There are 5 beers on the speaker, and as any soundy would know, it's not the best spot for
No.
not
You
the
know where they
best
should
spot
be?
for the beers.
In, your
In the
stomach.
band's belly.
That's exactly right. But this man spent a pint's like $12. It's like $60 on 5 beers for the whole bloody guys.
Yeah.
It was an
That's
unreal
sick.
act. It was
It
nice.
was
It was nice in
fantastic.
public as well.
It wasn't like a big thing where he like.
nah, he
He
wasn't
was off.
doing it.
He was off in the
We
corner.
just-
He didn't walk on the stage
Yes,
like a hero.
true.
Yeah, we
But
were
He
just
did off to the
observing.
sides like a hero.
And he was just like giving kind of like me eyes with like the bass guy being like,
This one's
it's
you.
yours. Like you come get it when you need.
Yeah. And they did. They enjoyed it for the rest of the set. They got to nurse their little beers for the remainder of the hour set. And it was fantastic.
Eric's just one of the best blokes I know, and I've only ever met him twice.
No, he's an absolute superstar. And it does go to show that sometimes a good act can inspire more good acts as well. So sometimes you can see a hero in the wild and go, fuck me, that was a nice thing to do. I'm going to go one better.
I'm gonna one up him.
But we absolutely love it. So this week's Everyday Hero, we're getting a runner-up Everyday Hero to Jacob and a full accolade Everyday Hero to Eric for supporting the Big Lizards.
Then
And
big
I
list.
keep
Them
it-
busy lizards.
Them Big Lizards with a hydration station. We love nothing more. Congratulations to them Big Lizards for going out in such a fantastic manner as well. What a set
Banging.
to finish things up. This week's Everyday Hero is going to Eric, the hydration station king. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another week on the MacPack podcast.
Yes, another great week, another great hero, another great Ohio mark, and we've done it.
We have. And this week on radio, so currently playing games on the radio similar to Ohio Mark. We've got a bit of a competition taking place during 2025 after Junior Boy so famously won the 2024 quiz, a weekly quiz that we did absolutely each and every week.
No, I won.
Oh, you won.
Yeah, I won. What is this?
I completely
fucking
forgot. I
bullshit?
forgot that he won.
Yeah, I had one of the greatest
I
victories
even said
ever.
this on air.
What?
I said Riley won the quiz last week, but he's yet to find a game this year.
Oof.
I forgot. He
This
was
is
so
bullshit.
he was so dominant throughout the. He was like the Golden State Warriors that went 73-9, like the most remarkable season ever. Didn't win the chip though.
No, which is the only thing that matters. And apparently history's being rewritten.
Sorry,
It's fake news, it's misinformation.
Sorry, Joey. So
And
Riley
Riley hasn't won a game this year.
was unreal at the quiz, but unfortunately Joe piped him in the last couple and just got him over
Well,
the
Riley
line.
did bring, if you haven't listened to it, Riley's game, Rewind Rhythm. That was
Good.
called.
We won.
We won with him. It was a great game, and I hate to say, like,
You had a good game.
inching him out yet again. But I've got just the stems. A brand new radio segment. Listen to it only on Radio Fremantle.
So Radio Free, we've got a new game each and every week, just after 9 a.m. If you want.
Not a new game every week.
No, but it's new. It's not the quiz. Like we're doing a different
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
It's always a different game as well. It's not always going to be we won with them.
Yeah,
It's going to be
yeah.
something different each and every time. And this week, well, I'm two. I currently lead. I'm on the
Leads.
leaderboard. I lead with 2.
I
Joey
got
Boy
1.
has 1, and Junior Boy has yet to score in this year's edition of the competitive nature of the MacPack.
Spewing.
And today's loss wouldn't have helped you with the confidence either, to be completely honest.
A warm-up game.
Bloke is out here just
You're lucky because this one was going to be a radio one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Imagine
reared
that.
its ugly head on the pod.
So feel free to tune in and tell your friends as well. We're absolutely loving the amount of people who are joining us to start this year as well. So many people who've gone on and listened to the radio show we've noticed over the last couple of weeks as well. So if that was you and you're starting to tune into that in addition to the normal weekly stuff that we're doing here, thank you so much. Keep it up.
Yeah, and if you're going to listen live, we do obviously plug the phone number.
Yes.
But chuck it in your phone so you don't need to
That's a good
remember
shout,
it.
Yeah.
Just put it in the MacPack radio. It's 047 30 30 880. And then when you're listening live, you don't even have to fumble for it. You can
Exactly. You don't even have to send
hit
us
us
a
up.
text live either. If there's something that you want us to discuss, whether it's on the podcast or on the radio show, just text it. Send just a random question. I'm sure we'll address it at some point. Or if you got something to say, just if you want to be
If you
rude.
got something to say, just fucking say it to my face.
It's also a great way to give anonymous feedback. If you think that Riley's being shit at the games, fucking let him know on the text line. Do it at around 8:55 to really rattle
Yeah,
his
get in his
boots
head.
right before he steps.
8:55 on Saturday. Send us in a... Well, actually, I don't want to be too mean to you, buddy. I'll take it back. Don't do that. Get laid off.
But yeah, we're loving.
Riley sucks at the quiz.
We are loving the interaction, so absolutely, yeah, rip in if you haven't already. Boys, until we do this time next week, stay safe. Anything else to add?
Nah, that's it.
And stay blessed. And always remember to
Go give your mum a hug.
is chuffing our butt off forever.